Welcome to Dave's Gaming Lounge. I am your host Dave, and today I am joined by a very good friend, Mr. Paul. How are you, sir?
Yes, I'm very well, thank you.
Brilliant, brilliant. So we've decided to do another collab because our last collab was admittedly a bit of an overreaction.
It was.
But before we get into all that, where can people find you on the web, dude?
I am at Paul Jester on YouTube, Crimson Carnival. And they've got a blog, Crimson Carnival at wordpress.com.
And of course they can get you on Twitter at Pagan Jester if you can hit them up on Twitter. So first off, guys, if you've seen our last collab video, we were talking about the hashtag YouTube party is over, I believe was the hashtag or something along those lines. And basically it was to do with the whole monetization thing. And we kind of jumped on the bandwagon of, you know, YouTube, dropping the cat, sorry guys, of YouTube going down the pan because of this whole demonetization thing. But then another YouTuber called, you guys might have heard of him, called Grade A Under A.
Awesome guy,
really funny guy.
Really.
He offered a counter argument in that the party's not over. The legislation that YouTube brought in has been around for a while now, which means that the videos have been demonetized for a while now, and YouTube is now actually helping YouTubers by letting people know that their videos are demonetized and offering a way to appeal that decision and get the videos remonetized.
So I mean, basically what we got from the further research we did after the overreaction, because our first reaction was fear-based, because it was like we have these individuals that we enjoy, peers that we enjoy watching, people like Boogie2988, people like Grade, people like Scarce that David likes, a guy called Scarce. We just worried that these individuals would lose their ad revenue, but what YouTube has come out and said, that isn't the case. They'd already, if their videos were already demonetized, they've been demonetized all this time.
Yeah. So people were saying that, well, you know, we're going to lose our livelihoods and all that lot, but as Paul says, the videos in question have been demonetized for ages. And if it was going to have an impact on your channel, it would have had an impact by now. So the fact that you haven't noticed that these videos have been demonetized isn't YouTube's fault, to be fair. It's your fault. YouTube has now decided to tell people, and again there is the argument of, you know, why is it taking them, because these legislations came in what, 2 years ago?
Yeah.
So,
well, 2012 actually. So
what, 4 years ago?
Yeah.
So there is that why is YouTube only now deciding to tell us that potentially we've been essentially losing out on money for you know, Lord knows how long. But the fact is they are. They've realised that a lot of people are losing out on money and they're trying to help. That's it.
And to be fair, as we realised, it's not YouTube, it's the advertisers. The advertisers have a right to advertise where they choose. Say, for example, their product. And this is where we came up with a counter idea, if you like. And this might be something that YouTube has already thought of. With the age rating system that already exists within YouTube, now, wouldn't it be more logical, if you like, to kind of customize, that's the word I'm looking for, customize the adverts for the content that precedes or that goes after it, should I say? Yeah. So, go on then.
So the idea that we came up with, because we talked about this all morning, we were talking about it since I got here, guys, trying to think of, is there a way? And one thing I said sort of initially as a joke, but the more I think about it, the more like it could be a good idea, is if you had, you've already got categories and tags in videos, but what if you could assign like a major category, like a main category for one of your videos, say for example unboxing. And what could then happen is, for that main category, there could be a load of adverts that are assigned to that category that fit in with it. Say like If you do an unboxing video, there could be adverts for Loot Crate. Or your
Geekbox
or
and things
Geekbox and
like that.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
If you do, say for example, I've done Let's Plays on Zombie, so you could have adverts in there for Walking Dead.
Yeah, exactly.
Or age restricted. So I'd put it like 18 plus game walkthrough.
Or
And
the
you'd have
latest
18 plus.
Or the latest horror movie that's coming out, or things like that.
So that for me, because again, it benefits everyone. It benefits us because obviously we still get to make the content that we love. It benefits advertisers because obviously people who watch 18 plus content are more likely to be receptive to 18 plus adverts.
So it's win-win for the advertisers, because if they customize, and obviously they would need YouTube's help to do this, but if it was customized for the audience, then you'd have more eyes that would be able to actually buy your product on that specific area and product.
Yeah, because people watch what they like. So if they're watching what they like and they see an advert that's related to what they like, then they're more likely to go out and buy it. It makes sense to me.
Because there must be something that already exists within that. Because the more I think about this, and you probably agree with me here, if you've got youngsters, you've got kids that are watching Minecraft videos or whatever, you don't expect to see an 18 rated advert on a Minecraft video.
Like an advert for Pornhub or something.
You know, or something ridiculous like that. So the technology must already exist. So they just need to roll it out further and use it, utilize it more.
Yeah, I agree. But yeah, we did kind of overreact, and I just want to apologise for that. It was bandwagon. We jumped on a whole bandwagon that Grade A Under A mentioned. Please don't kill my phone, Moggy. Thank you so much. But
our co-star today is Coco.
Yep. So that's it, really, guys, with regards to monetization. We overreacted. It's not as bad as it seems. We just need to keep doing what we're doing, basically.
Yeah.
One thing I did realise is I'm a gamer, hence Stage Gaming Lounge, and I've realised lately, guys, that I've not been putting any content out at all. It's not that there's been a shortage of content, there's just been no content. So I just wanted to apologise about that. I've had quite a lot going on, and quite honestly, guys, I have been lazy. There's no excuses, really. I've been lazy.
Yeah.
But that's all changed, guys. My motivation is now back. I am going to be doing content as often as I can, as much as I can. I'll try and do daily, if not daily content. Certainly every other day I'll put either a video or a blog or both, depending on how the mood takes me. But I did want to talk about some of the games that I have been playing, and some of the games that have caught my attention that I have already pre-ordered. So we have been playing a lot of Neverwinter.
We have indeed.
Dungeons and Dragons Neverwinter, guys, is amazing. It's free to play.
It is.
And honestly, we tried it out because it was free to play, so it was a case of...
We had no expectations whatsoever.
I was like, we'll give it a go. And it turns out it's one of, if not the best MMORPG that I've played.
Absolutely.
I don't think it's quite on a level with World of Warcraft, but it's damn close, guys. That's how, for a free game.
You see, I came to Dungeons and Dragons Neverwinter already a fan of the Dungeons and Dragons series. I played the games when I was younger, the board games with the dice and the Dungeon Master and everything else. So I already came to it knowing what to expect from a fan of the genre, but this just completely overwhelmed my expectations.
So
it really is.
And luckily, the creators of Neverwinter have also got Star Trek Online. It's been out on PC for a while, but it's finally being adapted for consoles.
Yes.
It's due to be released any time now. They've promised like Q4 this year, so we're in September. I know we're not quite in Q4 yet, but any time now.
So we're talking between now and the festive season.
Yeah, now and Christmas.
Yeah. Which incidentally, I probably we shouldn't mention, but there is 100 days. There's 100 days.
100 days. So guys, if you've got games, Christmas is coming up. drop a few hints to the family.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've been playing that. We've been loving it. It's been great. Admittedly, I've been consumed by it, like literally.
Yeah.
That's all I play and talk about. And Paul's, I think, getting sick of it. But the good news is there are a lot of games coming out that could pull me away from it, like Rise of the Tomb Raider.
Tremendous games.
Rise of the Tomb Raider, oh my god, guys, it's going to be amazing. You've got Final Fantasy 15, which is going to be amazing. And on that subject, we actually watched.
Oh, we did. I was just about to mention that.
Final Fantasy 15 Kingsglaive. Oh my god,
Really
guys.
good.
Like
it boasts a cast that includes Sean Bean, Lena Headey.
Yep.
Who else was in there?
There was a third one there.
Yeah, Aaron Paul. I think
Paul.
that was the guy.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I think he was in Breaking Bad. I'm gonna get a lot of negative stuff if I'm wrong there.
I think he was in Breaking Bad. So you've got Lena Headey, obviously Queen Cersei now in Game of Thrones.
Yes.
Sean Bean, everyone knows Sean Bean. He's been in that many things.
There's so many things.
Yeah,
obviously, he was Sharp. It was Eddard Stark.
Yep.
Absolutely amazing.
Yeah. He was also in Goldeneye.
He was.
But yeah, the cast is amazing. The film is amazing. If you've not seen it yet, guys, it's 2 hours long, but it's one of the best films I've seen. I mean, Deadpool was good, but this is like in a different genre. So I'd say
it's a gaming film done well.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't try to be all things to all people.
Put it this way, guys, it's that good that Paul wasn't going to pre-order Final Fantasy because he's not that big on Final Fantasy. I am a Final Fantasy fanboy. I love them. I could talk to you all day about Final Fantasy. Whereas for Paul, it was kind of a take it or leave it game. But after watching Kingsglaive, you even said to me as the credits were rolling, you was like, I've got
the story just gripped me.
Yeah.
Now, when it comes to me and Final Fantasy, my knowledge only extends as far as 7 because 7 was like a cultural icon.
Mm-hmm.
So 7 I would totally got.
It's the best, guys.
8 I enjoyed equally because it was a good story. But after that, David's right in the respect that I kind of came off the gas when it came to Final Fantasy. But after watching this film, and don't get me wrong, I watched Advent Children back in the day when they made that, and that was brilliant as well. But this film was a gaming film done well, because it isn't trying to be anything other than what it is. It was a gaming film produced by fans of the series with a great cast, and it was just fantastic. And we sat there and we watched it, and it was just amazing.
We did. And also, guys, wanted to apologise as well. Obviously, you can tell how passionate I am about games, but I have missed a lot of announcements because I was quiet through all of E3. I didn't really report on anything during E3. I was quiet during the GDC, Games Developers Conference. I've been quiet during PAX. There's been so many announcements that I've not reported on, like Bungie, Rise of Iron is coming. I've missed a lot of announcements on that. So again, as a dedicated gaming channel, I have been failing you guys a lot, but that's going to change. Coming up, guys, I've got a lot of videos. I know it's late old news, but I am going to put a few videos out about some of the announcements that have come out from the big sort of events and how excited they got me personally. And yeah, because there was some huge announcements, like VR has taken over the world.
Yeah.
Rise of the Tomb Raider in VR is going to be amazing.
Yeah, I mean, going back to Rise of the Tomb Raider just for 1 second, we have waited as PS4 owners for Rise of the Tomb Raider for nearly a year.
Over a year, guys.
And I thought, at first I was like, no, I'm not going to buy it out of protest because they made us wait for a year. But then the sheer amount of stuff that we're getting with it.
Yeah, we're getting all the DLC. So that's, I can't remember the names. It's Baba Yaga, the Temple of the Witch, is it Cold Storage, the Russian weird sort of zombie type thing, and we're also getting the endurance mode as well. On the subject of the endurance mode, as a 20th anniversary celebration, the PS4 version, Xbox One can upgrade as well. Enjoyment mode now is co-op, guys.
That's cool.
Two-player Tomb Raider.
Yeah, that's gonna be awesome.
For like the first time ever, two-player Tomb Raider. And obviously, as we mentioned, we've got VR. So there's Blood Ties and Lara's Nightmare. They're both going to be in VR as well. So if you are lucky enough to get a VR machine for your respective platform, then it's going to be amazing. It's going to be good. I'm so excited. So I've got that on pre-order. I've got Final Fantasy 15 on pre-order, as I say. I've got Rise of Iron on pre-order. So lots of content coming, guys, because I do plan on doing live streams of all of those. If not live streams, I'm going to be doing Let's Plays of all of those. So there will be tons and tons of content. We're going to do lots more collaborations as well.
Yes.
So I'm back on it, guys. My motivation is back. And I will be putting out, if not a blog, on my blog, davesgaminglounge.wordpress.com. If not a blog, it'll be on. It'll be a video on here. But yeah, tons to come, guys. Tons to come. I mean, I could sit and chat to you all day, but we're going to have to wrap this video up now because I've been rambling for quite a while. But just to remind us, dude, where can the lovely people find you?
So it's Paul Jester on YouTube under the page name of Crimson Carnival. And on Crimson Carnival, there is everything from these type of videos where we have conversations. There's my bits of poetry that's there, as well as my opinions on stuff.
Very good at poetry, guys.
So check it out. Check it out if you feel like it. And David and I often do collaborations on different things that cross over what we're interested in.
So what we'll do, guys, is obviously you can catch me on Twitter at WilkesTK5 or at Dave's Game Lounge. We'll leave all the links to all the respective stuff in the bottom. We have mentioned a couple of YouTubers, so we'll link those guys as well.
Yes.
And that's really it, guys. Just a promise from me and from Paul that we will be putting out more content, so keep an eye out.
Absolutely.
But for now, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I really do love you all.
Yep. Talk to you soon.